Hey collective, what's up? Welcome to my channel, Journey Tarot. My name is Z. What is up, everybody? I am doing a quick intuitive message here for the collective, all signs included. We are in Aries season. I hope all is well. Please like, subscribe, and share if you like the message and it resonates here, okay? Cool. All right, let's tap right into this energy and see what is going on, what's going down on the timeline here. Happy birthday to all of my Aries, closing out your season. I hope you guys enjoyed your solar return here, okay? So you have someone who is up at night here, thinking about money, worried about finances here, okay? Lost the spark is what came out. Somebody no longer has the drive or the ambition to do something. I'm getting the energy of something keeps going out. Something keeps losing momentum here. Some of you guys, this is a soulmate here that was in a situationship after being in a relationship with you. This person got into a situationship here and they rushed into a marriage. Now they're being canceled, okay? And they could be getting canceled all around the board here, okay? And somebody is up at night worried about money, worried about finances, okay? Spirit is saying you live and you learn. Maybe somebody got into a contract with someone who has a lot of karmic debt. This could even be a gold digger. They could be a gold digger here, okay? I feel like if this is a soulmate, like they didn't take time to heal. They just rushed into a situation here for whatever reason. Okay, could have been some abandonment wounds here that they needed to heal but didn't. And like this destroyed them. This destroyed them, okay? I almost want to say this destroyed their reputation here, okay? Because it's like this marriage was a scam. It was a scam. You lost the spark for this person. They lost the spark for this situationship that they turned into a marriage, okay? And I also feel like whatever they were doing to get money, it has lost its spark, okay? So let's see what else they want to say about this situation. This person is being canceled. They crossed a line. Now they're being called out and torn down. A fall from grace hits harder when it's public here. Wow. I heard public meltdown here. So this person is, you know, in the midst of a downfall here, okay? It's like they're suffering through some type of public humiliation ritual here, okay? Child, this person, somebody wanted to play games all the time here, okay? There could be a lack of maturity here. Like they always thought it was playtime. They always thought they had time to BS around, okay? Even when they were in the relationship with you, like, you know, somebody's at the age where you focus on your finances and you focus on your family, even if that's not a marriage, okay? Your foundation here. And I feel like somebody was in this like, it's almost like the height of puberty, just running around playing games all the time, out with their friends, out and about, you know? But they got into a situationship slash marriage that did not work out for them. This person is stuck. Yeah, there could be some arrested development with the Knight of Wands energy and the Hangman, okay? I'm hearing playtime is over. Playtime has been over. Now they're up at night thinking about, you know, their future. If they have a future, okay, the future when it comes to their finances, maybe their stability here, okay? Yeah. Something about this person wasting time thinking everything is funny, okay? And hey, man, I said hanging out all the time. You know, there's a time and a place for everything. Okay, you got a Queen of Cups that's being canceled here. Ooh, a mother figure, child. What is going on? This person could be up at night thinking about money as well. Maybe you lost the spark for this mother figure here. They're also being canceled. Damn. They crossed the line. Now they're being called out and torn down. A fall from grace hits harder when it's public. You have several individuals here going through some type of public humiliation ritual. I hope that's not what they did on you. You could be seeing 444, okay? Well. Yeah, this is definitely what's going on here. Yeah, look at this. Queen of Cups Empress with the Queen of Pentacles energy, almost like a corrupt matriarch figure here. Wow. Okay. Something about some seeds that they planted here, now they're juggling. Okay. Yeah, somebody was very manipulative in the past, collective. Okay. Playing games. Somebody could have a shopping habit or addiction here. Okay. There was a lot of manipulation surrounding finances and how they were accumulating funds. Something looked like, I don't know, I'm hearing honky-dory. Something looked like they had a lavish lifestyle. I feel like whatever lifestyle that they were living, it surpassed what they were actually putting in, the effort and the seed that they were planting here. This person was like manipulating finances here. Okay, I don't know if this is embezzlement here or what's going on here. Yeah, look at this Page of Pentacles. Wow. Somebody could have been doing something surrounding children, maybe even finances that belong to children here. Let's see what else comes out. Let's get some specifics. Money mindset shift, the 3 a.m. thought, and lost the spark here. Wow. So we got an ex and a mother figure here. They're at a crossroad here. 6 of Wands here. Yeah, this person had it going on in the past, honey. They had it going on, okay? You could have been somewhere sitting up in your room wanting to come out and play, wishing and hoping, okay? But now they're at a crossroad. It could have been 2 people who worked together. Some of you guys could have had a mother figure and a this could be a child's mother. Keep that in mind. Could be a child's mother. But you could have had an ex and a mother figure that worked together, honey. They had it going on. Okay. Somebody was the belle of the ball. The Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress is coming out as one person. Okay. Somebody was out here looking like they can do it all. They had it all. But I feel like there was a lack of foresight here because now you have a lot of friction here. Okay. I don't know. I'm hearing constant begging. Somebody's a beggar now. Wow. That's one hell of a turnaround. Okay. So something's coming. Somebody sees something on the horizon here. Okay. Yeah, honey. And it's looking like grief with the 5 of Cups. Everything has went down the drain. Everything. These people are being canceled, honey. Yeah, look, money could literally be going down the drain. Lost opportunities here, okay? It's going to be a lost job, lost title. Wow. Yeah, they see something coming, honey, and they know it's sorrow. They know it's grief here. They don't like what they see. Wow. Okay. Well, somebody had their time, okay? and the Magician card thing came back out. Like, they had their time, and it wasn't even their time. Somebody actually didn't want to wait their time. Yeah. There was something about this person was, I'm hearing trust funds, something they were doing surrounding children with the 2 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles here, okay? I'm hearing allocated. Money that was allocated for children here. Okay, I don't know if this is charity, trust funds. Something was going on, honey. Okay? Somebody's in the 10 of Wands. Ooh. Damn. Okay, somebody's moving, though. Maybe somebody has to move out here. They're going to have to move. Child. Because where somebody's going, it's more lack. But Spirit is saying this is justice. You got the Ace of Swords and the Justice energy here. Ooh, with the Ace of Cups here, Libra energy. So it's almost like somebody is being sent packing, okay? Like they're getting pushed out of this false light. Like somebody was sitting in an environment on a timeline here where they were living this lavish lifestyle here. Like they were this empress through and through, okay? But it's looking like somebody's a thief and a manipulator and a narcissist here. They're being pushed out. You know, when the last time you see the 6 of Swords to the 5 of Pentacles? Usually you see the 5 of Pentacles to the 6 of Swords. Like, somebody don't give a damn where they go. Okay, but they got to get out of this seat, all right? And take that fake ass crown with them. 10 of Wands. Like they're getting sent packing. Okay, look at this. Now you got all this grief. Somebody was greedy. Capricorn energy with the Six of Cups. Somebody was greedy, honey. They always had their hand out here. This is a binding energy on this card here. More, 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 and more. Now they're in grief here about whatever they did in the past. Let's get some specifics, okay? Let's get some specifics. So that's that mother figure. Keep in mind, you got an X here as well. So you got some ops or haters or people who are trying to challenge you that are up at night thinking about money because karma is collecting. Okay, it's knocking down doors. And it's like a, I'm hearing confiscate. It's like the energy is being repoed. You are empowered because you are awakened. Okay. I feel like somebody definitely didn't want to do the work. Oh, I mean, they had it going on. Again, Queen of Cups, the Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups was the mask, okay? This person was coming off like mother hen, you know? Bridges, be yourself. So this is about your journey here. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. You deserve the best. Know your worth. Bridges. Never forget the bridge that brought you across, because it may just be the very one that will have to take you back. Be careful not to burn it. And I already picked that up prior to me cutting on the camera. Somebody burned some bridges here. Somebody took you for granted here. But this is someone here, and this energy always really like perplexes me. When you're living high on the hog, you know damn well you don't own the pig, but then you're shatting on people. Okay? Like, damn. You know how some people, some of these big wigs, CEOs, people who are corrupt, they'll give to a charity or two, okay? But I feel like this person, I'm hearing high and mighty. There's something about them, and the children. This could even be children. There's something about people that was close to them, okay? You got to learn how to transmute energy. Sometimes it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So, like, seriously. Something's not good here. Be yourself, Bridges. So it's like somebody's going to be forced to walk the plank here. Okay, you got to be yourself. You're being stripped down. You can take whatever you work for. You can take whatever you earned. Okay, you can take whatever dharma you have accumulated. All right, and that's going to leave somebody in the negative. Okay, not the sirens in the background. Bridges, somebody's got to go. You have to walk this plank. You have to stand for judgment here. Okay, a lot going on with people taking you for granted. And when the karma is hitting, they're being stripped. They can't spin the block because they shat on you, you know? What was going on? Wisdom, be yourself, okay? Life experiences bring about wisdom. How you decide to use it will lead to your success or your detriment. Again, somebody could have been older, you know, again with the mother figure here. They had the wisdom, they knew better, but they decided to, you know, go to the dark side with it here, unfortunately. So, unique. Okay. So we have be yourself. We also have unique. Okay. Somebody had a issue with identity, is what I'm getting. Okay. They didn't feel like they were good enough. This could be their looks. This could be their personality here. This could have a lot to do with where they came from here. Okay. And that wasn't it. Desperation, speak your truth. Somebody, you know, they didn't have to get into this energy of desperation. But somebody is desperate because you're speaking your truth here. Wow. Unique. It's your time. Yeah. So it's time for somebody to speak up here. Okay. It's time. It's time for something to be made known, made public here. Okay. It's time for a truth to come out, clarity to be received here. It's time. So I don't know if you're being urged to speak your truth, or maybe even tell your story, or provide some type of testimony here, whether this is just, you know, you talking about what you have been through, or down to, I'm here down to the wire. When it comes to legalities here, now is the time, okay? Because I feel like it's time for you to move on. And somebody has to suck it up. Suck it up and move on. Wow. Honesty. Look at this. Look. I'm telling you, honesty and suck it up. So this is somebody who does it. This has been coming out a lot, honey, about people not wanting y'all to speak your truth here, okay? But yet and still they targeted you. And Spirit is saying that's not how this works. Somebody doesn't like what you're saying, okay? And Spirit is saying, too bad. They got to suck it up. It's time. It's time for truth, and it's time for honesty. That's exactly what it's time for. You're being divinely guided here, okay? Like if this is an elder, they feel like you're being disrespectful. Respect wasn't earned in this situation, okay? That's been out the door. That's been out the door. Somebody's got to suck it up because you're being honest. You're telling the truth. They got to suck it up. They got to suck it up, honey. Whoa. Damn. Now, it could have been a few women here, okay? This could have been a few women in your family with the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, that's not getting improvements. They feel like you speaking your truth is a threat, honey, because the improvements went in the reverse and it landed right by speak your truth. I said this in a previous reading. They know if you keep speaking your truth or you tell the truth, just period, they're not going to get any more improvements here, okay? Loss. I can't make it up. It fell right on the Six of Wands. Loss. Spirit said it's time. Again, you're being divinely guided. Somebody is taking it personal. Well, when you're stealing from people, when you're lying, when you're being deceitful, when you're targeting people, guess what? I'm pretty sure they take it personal as well. That's how they feel. Sometimes we must lose things and people to appreciate them and their value. Then other times we must lose to gain. So somebody had a time, okay? A time was had. I'm getting, for some of you guys, over the course of decades. What's that one movie? I always get that energy here. Sometimes with these tricksters. The Great Gatsby. Somebody was throwing a lot of parties. Attending these parties like, you know, high society type lifestyle. That's what I'm getting. Who's who. That's exactly what I'm getting. Child, please. No, you didn't. Somebody was never supposed to be in that room. I mean, they could have if they would have done the work. Yeah. Well, what do you want the collective to do about it? Sure. First, it's time. It's time for the truth to come out. Okay. This magician. What's going on with this magician energy here? Okay. So the lingering ex could be, that ex could be anybody. Could be a family member, a male or female here. Could be a co-worker. Could be an actual ex. Okay. They don't want to take the L, honey. They do not want to take the L. But the L is taking them, is what I heard. You don't want to take the L. What the L will take you. Child, please. What is really going on? They're getting bad news, okay? An ex with this twin flame energy here. Child, please. I'm hearing save the last dance on this card. Like, yeah, no. Somebody's holding up the wall. Child. Exploitation. Look, this is all of them. This is all of them. They're squeezing each other, feeling the pinch, feeling the squeeze, threatening each other here. Okay. Child, they're getting bad news. Okay, so holding up the wall. So everybody's back is up against the wall. About how they were cheating the system here with this infidelity. Okay. Disguising themselves as different people. Like, no. Anyway, a time was had. Somebody was rolling around in the latest, okay? Dressed in high fashion. dressed to the nines, all white parties, all types of shit, honey. Okay. 5-star Michelin, what do you call it? Michelin star restaurants, flying all around. Now they crying. Look at the Queen of Pentacles. Commitment. Over a commitment, honey. So for some of you guys, it could be an ex that was with this person here. They're crying. This third party. I'm crying, child. It says another person disrupts your relationship and causes turmoil, trust broken by infidelity, and struggling to rebuild it here. Well, how you got them is how you lost them. Okay, we just saw the infidelity card here. You know, you could have an ex that can't believe that they got cheated, and I'm not just getting like cheated when it comes to intimacy, like cheated in life. Okay, they wish it only had something to do with intimacy. They'll take that L because somebody's pockets are empty. Their pockets are empty. Commitment. Asking the big question and hoping for a positive response. Long-term decisions. Approach with patience here, okay? Uncertainty surrounds long-term decisions here, okay? Why? Somebody's asking why. You know why. Casanova here, Excuse me. I feel like if you were dealing with the Casanova, Don Juan type energy, regardless of what sex they are, they ran into their match. They ran into their match here, all right? And you know, that's a problem. Two narcissists don't want to be in a relationship together. They'll tear each other up. I'm telling you, boy. Breaking news, unexpected event. What is going on? Oh, rising tensions, you don't say. Engaged in constant battles and facing relentless opposition. Then I say they'll tear each other up here, okay? So these two are having all type of disruptions and arguments and public meltdowns here, okay? Child, please. What else is new? Okay, condemnation here. So it fell in the reverse on Speak Your Truth. Oh, wow. All right. Caught up in tension. So that shit went right back to sender here. Somebody wanted you to be blamed or condemned for speaking up and speaking out, okay? For telling the truth. That shit done return to sender, okay? Even when the world seems against you, find strength in knowing your true self. Stay strong and know you are not alone here. I feel like that's what you've done, okay? And look at these two knuckleheads, all right? What is going on? Abandonment. Child. Yeah, no. Condemned. Somebody wanted you to be condemned here, okay? Maybe they tried to persecute you. So there is a movement on this timeline that we've been on for quite some time. The blame is shifting, okay? The blame is shifting. The blame been shifted. But in regards to, you know, other people getting on board, what type of manipulation did you have going on, honey? Let's see. This Queen of Cups taking an L. Somebody could be privately investigating a fire sign. Okay. Yeah, let go and let God. Okay. Hold on, collective. Hold on. All right. Ooh, got a card on the floor. The Six of Swords. Somebody's ass ain't going nowhere. Okay. Let go and let God. Okay. Somebody was told to give it up. Yeah, when it comes to some type of social media here. Okay. Party. Okay. Interesting. Healthcare professional. All right. Somebody wanted to start some drama online here. Okay. Misrepresent you. Yeah. But there's karma for that. Permanent actions and decisions based off of a lie. So you have to let something go. I feel like somebody attacked your character or defamed your character online, your image, your essence here, your integrity. That's what I'm getting. Somebody could have said something about your health, okay? I saw that party, you know. It's going to be about your social life. This can even be about your sex life. Because I saw party and healthcare professional. I don't know what type of narrative somebody spun. But, yep, child. Spirit says, you know, they're all guilty by association here, okay? So there was some type of scam that somebody was running online, okay, surrounding somebody's, who they are, okay? Their reputation is what I'm getting. 10th house Capricorn energy here. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know why they're shook. They're shook that they're all guilty by association here. What the F did you think? Yeah, somebody was in denial, but they've had an awakening. Oh, that's why they're shook, okay? Yeah. So yeah, there was some time, I'm hearing smoke screen when it came to whoever you are, okay? Permanent actions and decisions based off of a lie. Somebody here was, they took some negative actions against you based off of a false narrative here, all right? Defamation of character. Yeah, somebody was misrepresenting. They could have been saying that you were sick with that party energy. I don't know. Maybe somebody wanted you to look like you were always out and about, okay? Out and about, like you were loose, maybe with your sexual energy here. Something like that. That's what I'm getting. Somebody was projecting. Yeah, look, addictions, definitely, okay? Definitely. So that's another issue here. And I feel like that's outside of whatever this mother figure has going on here, okay? So they wanted you to look like you were suffering from addictions here. They're going to court over this. There's going to be some charges that are brought up. Yeah, with some flying monkeys, flunkies, and junkies. Somebody could have rounded up some zombies here, okay, to attack you online. Somebody pissed off at some flying monkeys. Yeah, huge misrepresentation. Defamation is what I'm getting. Oh, what the hell? So someone is really manipulative here when it comes to emotions, okay? This could be this mother figure. This could be an ex here, okay? In love. This could even be an addiction to alcohol here, okay? They were celebrating, honey, this manipulation that they did online, misrepresenting you. Yeah, they were in love with it. They could have made, I don't know, this could be fake profiles. It's like they made a narrative could have been formed saying that you were still in a relationship here, okay? Or that you were still in love with somebody, child. Yeah, they were celebrating. Look, you got gossip, you got air sign, and you got cheers, okay? Somebody could have been gossiping about an air sign, but in this prayer, I'm just getting as communication. They were celebrating here, okay? Because they felt like this gossip was taking precedence over who you are. So you guys could have been getting some downloads here from a passed over grandfather here. Yeah, they did this to block you. Wow. So this is a scandal. This is a scandal here. That may cost somebody 10 years of their life. So everybody who was involved in attacking you online, okay, whether this was like Photoshop, AI, okay, fake profiles here, they all have to pay for that. Venus retrograde, reevaluate love life budget, deepening your sense of self-worth and closest value. Yeah, this could be the ex that was involved in this here, okay, with that Venus retrograde energy. Yeah, somebody wanted you to like a party girl for whatever. Yeah, it was a mother and a daughter duo that was involved here. A church witch, okay? Child. There's a neighbor that's coming up as a conflict of interest here, okay? So if they work with a neighbor to try to validate some false claims here, people, there's red flags surrounding that, okay? The statement or whatever they said. There's a passed over grandfather in your energy that's protecting you and intervening, okay? So yeah, I bet they don't want you to speak your truth with all this scandal. They don't want people to know how far they went, how deep this is, okay? How deep this went, yeah. Remain optimistic that you're going to have success, okay? Yeah, so that's why that let go and let God, okay? Because there were so many people involved, all right? And, you know, they were laying it on thick. So, you know, when you were to speak your truth or deny it, you know, you just look like the liar, okay? Because they got fake images. You got so many people bearing false witness. It's like trying to bury you with lies, basically, okay? Remain optimistic here when it comes to your abundance here. But like I said, there's been a shift with the condemnation in the reverse here. It's going back to whoever want to play games in the Knight of Wands energy, this X that's stuck, okay? There's already been a shift. Affinity here. Yeah, you're going to be having some new contracts and some new partnerships here in the near future. And somebody's nervous about that. Like, these people, they are mental, okay? It's like your main concern needs to be the prison time that you're facing. Somebody is like, you getting in a relationship is their main worry, okay? Then their money, you know, then their freedom, then their money. Like, these people ain't right. Okay, that's for the ex. That's for the ex. Yeah, it makes them nervous that you're going to be happy. Wow. Regardless of whether you get into another partnership or contract or not. These people need help. They definitely did it to themselves. Yeah, attraction here. Somebody is concerned about you being attractive, Empress. Damn. And you having hope, maybe when it comes to love, okay, or just manifesting here. Yeah, they're stressed out about it. Wow. Okay, so I'm telling you, you know, yeah, they up at night thinking about their money. Their freedom is on the line, okay? But their main worry is you being happy and then also being with somebody else. Child, please. Caught up in tensions. Somebody wants to follow you. What is this? Leadership here. Yeah, you're coming out as a lone wolf here, okay? But it's like almost like an alpha energy here. You know, you don't run in packs. Like it's going from loneliness to leadership. Like, but that's the path of a leader, okay? And somebody feels defeated. Somebody feels defeated here. So maybe they did a lot to try to, well, obviously with the scandal here, okay? Again, somebody was attacking your health with rumors and gossip. Somebody was attacking your character saying that, you know, you were like an alcoholic or suffering from some type of addictions here, okay? They're defeated. They did all this to keep you isolated here, but it turned you into a leader. Like you transmuted that energy and they're defeated. They started off defeated. They did their big one and they're still defeated. Okay? Child, these people are clowns. Turn the page. Lies. And it fell on improvement. Somebody's concerned about their lies. They have to make a choice. Okay? Yeah, I just got a confirmation. They're at a crossroad here. Let's see what this choice is about. Okay. And we're going to shut it down. What does this turn the page, honey? Oh, because you turned the page. After a loss. And I feel like this has to do with the relationship. Some of you guys, this could be a loss of a job, a loss of a home here. Leaving an unhappy relationship. Yeah, dealing with, yeah, they're concerned about how you flipped the script and turned the page, okay? So somebody's got a choice to make here. Because they're exposed. They're exposed. And it's not about them taking the L. The L is going to take them. I'm surprised the Wheel of Fortune didn't come out. What is this choice about? Okay. Not water shortage. Like, what is going on? I told y'all to get y'all generators, okay? Anyway. Let's see. Let's give this a spin. What is this choice about? They got to decide. Okay, it's about the lies. Are they going to tell the truth? Or are they going to try to double down? I feel like if this is a, with them being investigated, I feel like they've already been exposed. The proof is in the pudding. Okay. Weather modification, internal breach. Oh, shit. There's going to be a shakeup here, okay? Some information got out. Something. There's going to be several people on several levels that are caught off guard, is what I'm getting, okay? So all this trying to plan and orchestrate and corruption is not going to go as planned. Policy change. I'm telling you. Policy changed. Internal breach here. Yeah, this is the corruption. Like, there's going to be some laws that are updated or changed here, okay? Wow. So they're going to try to modify. This is like on a collective level. They're going to try to they're going to do some weather modification here. It's a distraction here, okay? And then they're going to change some laws. They've done this before, okay? Yeah. Child, that's another download for another day. What is this choice about? I feel like it's whether or not they're going to tell the truth. Okay, weaponized fear, okay? It says fear is a weapon, and right now it's aimed directly at the collective mind. Recognize the difference between genuine caution and engineered panic. You decide which signal to amplify here, okay? So whether they want to tell the truth or they want to try to continue with some intimidation tactics is what I'm getting, okay? Now would be a good time to take a break from devices, social media, and the news. When you unplug yourself from the matrix of domination and control, illusions fall away and only the truth remains. So let me tell you something. These people are at the bottom of the totem pole here, okay? Somebody's mother could be a part of something larger here, all right? And I know they upset with this bitch, okay? Because it's like she done effed everything up. They feel like they got to do something major because it's a lot of corruption on a grand scale, okay? One situation leads to the other. I just said that in the last reading, okay? And then we have food insecurity. The easiest way to destabilize a region is to destabilize its food supply. Limiting access to food forces dependency, and compliance becomes a survival strategy here, okay? It's in the reverse, okay? So something is not going to go as planned here, okay? Trying to dry up people's resources here as a control tactic here, okay? Again, somebody wanted to play the Hunger Games, this mother figure. So that's what she attempted to do, okay? Put you in poverty, keep you down, keep you in lack here so you would just fall in line. Yeah. And people are not tuning out when it comes to this optimism. Because there's something about trying to lower your vibration here so you're not optimistic here, okay? You're not able to manifest. Ciao. All right, collective, that has been a reading. Thanks for watching my channel, Journey Tarot. Bye.